Let's start off with a little bit of a song, and then I'll tell you more about my brand new book. Welcome to my launch for my book. Don't know if it's going to show the right way around. A song that's yet unsung. So I just want to start by reading a little bit from the introduction, because I think it really says it all. If this book has come across your path, we have a soul agreement, you and I. And I feel grateful that I have this opportunity to fulfill my part in it. So thank you so much for being here. With this book, it is my purest intention to remind you that you are an incredibly precious and magnificent part of creation. You are an unconditional and unique part of all that is, an original expression of divinity, never to be repeated or copied, yet infinite and ever-evolving in your beingness. Your life is sacred and worthwhile, and you are so loved, supported, and cherished. It is so easy to forget this, so easy to be swept away by the drama and the chaos of this world. I know that if this book has found you, you know what it feels like to feel alone and disconnected. And you know what it feels like to wake up in the morning feeling like an overwhelming wave of fear is swallowing you. I know that you know what it feels like to lose yourself in the pursuit of love and acceptance, and what it feels like when desperation strips you bare. I know you know what the fear of lack and the terror of not knowing how you will survive feels like, to the point where you question the very purpose of existence and you just want out. I know you know what it feels like to watch everything you thought defined you slowly slip away until there is nothing familiar left, and you are left behind wondering, who am I now? The spirit of this book has guided me back to oneness, to wholeness, and I know it will do the same for you. For we are not separate, you and I. We have always been one and the same. My story is your story, just like your story is mine. We learn from each other and we teach each other until what appears to separate us dissolves and we find ourselves pulsing as one in beingness. In my heart, I feel a deep appreciation for you, for I would have never been able to experience myself without you. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for listening. It is my greatest joy to share this book and to share what I've learned in my life. And truly I say this story is really not about me, but it is our story. Our stories are different, but our lessons are quite often the same. The way we feel, we all feel sadness, we all feel joy, love, desperation, fear, excitement. And that brings us together, you know. Just before I turned 40, I was approached by a publishing house in South Africa, and they asked me to write a book. Now, I always knew that I was going to write a book, but I never thought that I was going to write it by the age of 40. I thought, no, when I'm in my 50s, I'm going to write a lot of books. But when a door opens, you enter, and that's what happened. I decided I'm gonna leap. I'm gonna take this leap of faith, and I wrote my very first book. And I called my first book Knowing Who I Am. Now, when you write a book called Knowing Who I Am, it's almost like you are asking the universe, let's see if I really do. Now, that book, by chance, happened to be picked up by a world publishing house called Hay House. And then suddenly I was a world published author. And that was published in 2011. And in 2011, I thought, the international doors are open. I now am, gonna be internationally famous. And I thought everything is just falling into place. But what happened was that everything was sort of falling apart. And everything that I thought I was. Now, I even wrote in my first book, Knowing Who I Am, that I know I'm not my body. I know I'm not my mind. I know I'm not these thoughts. I know I'm not what I have, what I've accumulated. And this is an old story. Everybody knows this, that we are not these things. It doesn't define us. But knowing something is very different from feeling something. Now, you can know that you are not how you look or what you have or what you've achieved, but do you feel it? And if you can't feel it, that is when I believe you open, the universe opens up to say, okay, let's show you. Because this journey, this beautiful life journey, is a journey back to the true self, a journey back to who we really, really are. And when you can finally tap into the core of your essence, of your being, and you realize that you are a divine being, unconditionally loved and infinite, then something happens, something very beautiful happened. But it is our identities, the way that the things we attach to, that keeps us away from getting to the core of our essence. Now, everything after I am limits us. And our identities, everything we attach to, will keep us stuck in that identity. And it can be terrifying when these identities are threatened by something. Terrifying. Because we like these identities. It feels safe. But we have to let go of everything that we know in order to get to our true selves. When nothing is known, anything is possible. And so my journey started with letting go of what I think I know. And I knew it intellectually, but I didn't really know what that felt like. And so from 2011, things sort of fell away. And I think one of the things that will really shatter an identity, an identity is not who you are. And we need to let go of that. So what shatters identities is things like rejection and death And when there's major life shifts, that's when we go within. I remember my very first rejection. I was in my 20s, and I was engaged to be married, and I was deeply in love, and this man left me for someone else, and it was a deep rejection. But here's the thing about rejection: it always teaches us self-love and self-acceptance. There's always a gift in the struggle, in the pain. Yes, and I remember writing this song after my heart was shattered like that. Did you see the shine turn to a black balloon just as you walked away from me? Did you see how hard I've tried not to show the pain inside, just as you walked away from me? Who painted the moon black just when you asked your love? Who painted the moon black? Oh, won't you come back? It must have been the darkest night, not even a star inside, just as you walked away from me. Who painted the moon black just when you asked your love? Who painted the moon black? Oh, won't you come back? Who painted the moon black just when you asked your love back? Who painted the moon black? Oh, won't you come back? Who painted the moon? Now, when we are in a space where we have been rejected, quite often what happens is that we close our hearts. And then we make decisions with our head. But we do need to make decisions with our heart. And when someone rejects you, you fall into this place where you are desperate for love. You just want to fill this hole, this emptiness. And you feel unworthy, and you will at that point attract somebody that matches that vibration, because I believe that we are all these beautiful, beautiful songs, and it emits a frequency, and whatever frequency you are emitting will resonate with a similar vibration. And so I met this man that was a wonderful person, but we both attracted each other from a place of where we felt alone and desperate and fearful and not worthy and not deserving. And then, because that is what happens, and you choose someone from a place of, I just want safety and loyalty. But what about the heart? And so I ended up for the next 18 years of my life in a marriage that I don't regret. I've learned so much in that marriage, and we had 3 beautiful daughters, triplets together, and we were fantastic parents, and we still are fantastic parents, but we were lonely in that marriage, lonely. And it takes a lot of courage to make decisions, to change things, and I didn't have that courage, and I didn't yet love myself enough. So I found myself in this very lonely space. To the world, it looked like I was successful and famous and wealthy, and I had it all. I had the white picket fence, the beautiful children, the husband, the success, but I felt alone and disconnected. Alone and absolutely disconnected. You prefer to spend time with a glass of red wine blowing circles of smoke to the moon. And I'm alone in a room, so don't you even dare deny this affair. You prefer to spend time with a glass of red wine instead of being a lover of mine. You're always so busy, it's making me dizzy. Always something important to do, and I'm always waiting on you. So don't you even dare say you're always there. Making me dizzy, you're always so busy. There's never a moment to share. Oh, how I dream of being alone as you sweep me away in your arms. I imagine us kissing somewhere in the rain, then I come down to earth again. 'Cause you prefer to spend time with a glass of red wine instead of being a lover of mine. You prefer to spend time with a glass of red wine instead of being a lover of mine. I'm sure many of you can relate and understand what that feels like, and maybe you are the one with a glass of wine. But it feels like a huge trap when you're trapped in a situation where there's no emotions, there's no feelings, there's no intimacy, there's no communication. And if we don't know what we're feeling, we become very lost in life, because our feelings truly is the roadmap. Our feelings doesn't define us. It's not who we are, but it is a roadmap. And when you're feeling good, you remember who you are and what you are a part of. And when you're feeling bad, you forget who you are and what you were part of. And if you can't feel, then you're going to be incredibly lost. So it is so important to get back to the place of feeling. And this is something I know today. And someone gave me the greatest gift, and that was my mother. She died, and when she crossed over, the gift of that was that my heart was almost shot back to life, back to feeling. What a great gift my mom gave to me, because we can only create the most beautiful life for ourselves when we feel again. And so I'm so grateful for my beautiful mom. Yes, I missed her and I think about her often. And she's here, and when she crossed over, it was a beautiful experience because I could hear her like she was still here. And sometimes something very big like that has to happen for you to go back to feeling. Tell me, did he smile? Tell me, did he listen? Tell me, did he hear your prayers? Did you see his face, Mom? Did you feel his grace, Mom? Was he there when you got home? Oh, such deep gratitude for my mother, for bringing me back to feeling. And after she crossed over, I heard her voice very clearly, and I knew that something had to change in my life. I always thought that it was my job to save my mother. Since I was a little girl, I thought, it's my job. And I became famous to save my mom. But when my mom passed away, I was sort of lost, left without a mission, without a purpose, and I realized that I was the one now needing saving. And that's when my beautiful healing journey not started, but I decided to immerse myself in it fully, to truly understand what this life is about. Because you can fill yourself from the outside, you can do everything right, but it can still feel wrong on the inside. And it was time for me to go within and feel again. And I could only do this because I connected with my feelings. Now I just want to read from the book here. Feelings are just a map. They do not define our worth or our value. It is very important not to own or become our feelings, but to learn how to observe them and use them as a guide back to the wholeness and completeness of our being. Feelings will come and go like visitors, and we have the choice to let them come and go without engaging or reacting to them. It is truly an art to observe feelings that come and go without owning or becoming this and becoming them. We should let our feelings be our map, our guidance system. And that is the purpose of feelings. So feelings will tell you when you're on the right path or when you're forgetting who you are. But we need the bad feelings as well. We can't just have the good feelings, because when we feel bad, desires are created. You know, now we know this is not what I want, and then you have this desire for something better. And we have to first feel good for that to come in. Both good and bad feelings serve a purpose. So when we feel bad, desires are created. Polarity creates transformation, just like in cooking. So when we expose cold food to heat, it will cook and transform. We need those opposites to create something new. We do, however, have to feel good for our desires to come to fruition. We must understand that transformation needs polarity, and therefore we must value both sides. If we become attached to the good, we suffer when it's gone, and when we resist the bad, it persists. Like with a pendulum, the more we cling to one side, the more it will swing to the opposite side. We are practicing to observe the pendulum's motion without being swept away by it and without attaching to either side. Like my mother used to say, this too shall pass. So when it's going bad with you, just know that this too shall pass. But the same for when it's going good, because nothing here is constant. Everything is always changing. So this is why we have to learn to stay present in this moment. And when my mom crossed over, I realized that what I was looking for, I will no longer find it in the outside world. I will have to go within. I need to go to where the river flows, 'cause I know it's an endless stream. All the searching to find answer lies in me. So much hurting just to see. I gotta give myself just a little bit of comfort. I've been holding on for way too long. When the walls come down and I find I'm someone to breathe, I've gotta give myself the love I need. I've gotta give myself the love I need. The love I need. Everybody that comes into our reality Every relationship that you have is reflecting to you either how much you love yourself or how much you need to shift to get back to the wholeness. Every relationship teaches us how to fall in love with ourselves. Now, when somebody comes into your reality and they trigger you, they are showing you something that needs to heal inside of you. So I have this little exercise that I do. When somebody triggers me, I always ask myself, how does this make me feel? How does this make me feel? I first establish the feeling. And once you understand what you feel, you know what you need. If someone rejects you, you need acceptance. If someone doesn't acknowledge you, you need acknowledgement. If you feel disrespected, you need respect. Whatever it is that you need from somebody else is what you are learning to give to yourself. My second part of this is always to ask myself, what do I want to change about this person? And we know we can't change people. But what I want to change about other people is always what I need to change about myself. And when you finally learn to love yourself enough, that is when you will bring in a beautiful love. Because you see, you only attract people into your life based on the song that your heart sings. So if your heart sings, I am love, I am joy, I am peace, and you are in full acceptance of all the parts of you, then you attract somebody into your reality, into your life that matches that resonates with that frequency that you are emitting. And also the opposite. If you are singing guilt, you'll bring more people in to make you feel guilty. If you sing resentment, you'll bring more people in that you resent. Whatever your heart is emitting and sending out is what you are attracting into your reality. And this is very important. Finally, I learned to love myself enough, just enough to bring in this beautiful, most wonderful man that I'm married to today. Because you see, now our journey together was challenging because he's much younger than me, and I had to love myself enough to have the courage to choose this beautiful relationship and to stop thinking what good everybody else says, because you know, when I'm alone, it's just me, and everybody else, they're not there. So how you feel about yourself, your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship. And forgiveness is a big thing. Self-forgiveness is one of the highest forms of self-love. And when you love yourself, you allow yourself to receive. And this is not an egotistical kind of love. You see, you cannot love another person if you don't love yourself. You cannot have compassion for others if you cannot have compassion for yourself. You cannot forgive others when you cannot forgive yourself first. It all begins with you. And for me, love is who we truly are. This is the core of our essence. And we are divine beings, infinite sparks of God. And we've never been separate. But this is one of the greatest illusions here on this journey. We feel so separate. And we need to get back to the core of our essence. We need to get back to wholeness and oneness. And you can only do this when you detach from the identities. All these things that we attach to is what makes us forget who we truly are. And when we attach to an identity, that is when we feel horrible. Now you're afraid to lose this identity, you see, because if I attach to the identity of I'm a mother, which I am, what happens if my children moves to Amsterdam, which they did? Who am I now? And if I'm attached to the idea that I am a wife, and something happens to my husband, who am I now? And if I'm attached to what I do for a living, if I'm attached to, I'm a singer and something happens to my voice, or, who am I now? And these things will happen in your life because this journey, we have created it in such a way that everything that we attach to must fall away so that we can get back to the true self, to our divinity, and realize that there is no separation, that I am truly you and you are me. And when you can see divinity within everything, when you can feel the divine love that we all are, and you see it in everything, every plant, every tree, every being, in yourself, that's when things transcend. That's when you feel true freedom, because there is only one answer to every challenge, to every problem in this world, and the answer is always love. Oh, how beautiful love can be. It erases the fear in me. It gives hope when there is none. It's life begun. Oh, how beautiful love can be. It's the power God gives to me. It's the wisdom to see and the patience to lead. Giving love grace, oh, to belong. Giving the space to carry on, and give love the strength to heal this world, and give me a chance to show us our worth, to show us our worth, to ease the pain, so we can start again. Oh, how beautiful love can be. It's forgiving, it's pure, it's free. It's to give without need, to give indeed, and give love the grace, oh, to belong. Give it the space to carry on, oh, give love the strength to heal this world. Give it a chance to show us our worth, to show us our worth, to ease the pain, so we can start again. Love truly transcends all. It is who we are. It's what we are a part of. Now, these relationships in our lives is designed to bring us back to this true self, and rejection and death often shatters these identities. Now, we've got to let go of these identities to get to the true self. And the fear of rejection and the fear of death keeps us stuck in an identity. So it's when people cross over, it is when we are rejected, that we do get back to who we truly are. The year 2023 was a major year for me because so much fell away. 2 soul sisters, my dear friends, crossed over. My father died. My children moved to Amsterdam. I was diagnosed with melanoma cancer. It was a big year. So many identities were shattered in that year, but it's so beautiful because it brought me back to my truth, to wholeness, to completeness. And I want to share a piece in this book because these two friends of mine that crossed over in 2023, they were a very big part of my life. One helped me raise my children and homeschooled them, and the other was my physical trainer, and they were dear friends. And when the support system falls away also, we've got to go deep within. And I always ask myself when something like this happens, what am I learning from this experience? This has happened. There's always a gift in everything. And the thing is, if we resist the gift, if we don't want to accept the gift, if we are still in non-acceptance of what is, we suffer tremendously. You see, we have this free will choice to choose. Now, everything just is. Everything just is. It has no meaning. We have the free will to choose what meaning to give to everything. So when major things happen in my life, I always look very closely to see what am I learning from these people and from these experiences. What is the lesson in this? And so I looked at my two friends. They both died of ovarian cancer. They both died when they were 62 years old. And being in the healing world for quite a while now, for the last 15 years, this is what I studied. I give one-on-one sessions. I assist people. I have many clients with cancer. I was curious to see what was it that they believed and what created this for them. And also to see what is it reflecting to me? What am I learning from their journey? They were so different, yet they died of the same cancer. And there's always a metaphysical reason for why we get ill. There's a physical reason, an emotional reason, a mental reason, and a spiritual reason. And I wanted to explore this deeper. And so I looked at both Nicolette and Nana worked so very hard at life. I'm reading for you here from my book again, the song that's yet unsung. Their deaths moves me deeply, and because I know everyone in my reality is there to teach me something, I took some time to see what I could learn from their deaths. They were so different, but they did have a few things in common. I realized that both my friends felt uncomfortable with their bodies, although in different ways. Nella was shy about being overweight, and she would always hide behind people when photos were taken. She remained single and never explored her sexuality. Nicolette completely rejected how very beautiful she was. She hated it when people told her that she was sexy and was adamant about being seen for more than just her looks. Both were extremely giving people. Now, the reason I discovered this is because one of the reasons ovarian cancer happens is that we are in resistance to our own beauty, to our own femininity, to our own sexuality. And this is a common belief with ovarian cancer. So I explored deeper into it. I looked more into these two people being extremely giving. They would move mountains for other people. Somehow I do feel that people did not return that same generosity to them. Both were always trying very hard to please everyone. Both believed subconsciously that if they could prove their worth and value, then they would be accepted and loved. Both felt rejected by their families. Both had very strong opinions and stood firm in what they believed. Both did not like doctors or Western medicine. Both neglected to go for a checkup when they suspected something was wrong. Both voiced that they just wanted to go home to God. Both were competitive and wanted to be the best in whatever they did. Both had a great need to prove themselves right. You see, the thing is, I wanted to see what was the beliefs. Now, in my book, I explore and explain a lot. Remember, this is my story, but I started this book with the chapter, The End, because it's the end of the stories. Because we want to get to the truth of what are we learning here. What is these stories teaching us? It's not about your story. It is about what are you learning from that. And when you graduate that story, you let that story go. And this is why I started the book with the first chapter being called The End. And I had to ask myself, what am I learning from these two ladies in my life? And so I do what I always do. I say, what would I want to change about them? They just try too hard, both of them. They always try too hard. Now remember, what I want to change is what I need to change within myself, right? Why did they try so hard? Because they did not believe that they were enough. They did not believe that they were lovable and acceptable. So they worked to better and to be better and more all the time. And after years of trying and working and putting in so much effort, both were incredibly disillusioned by how they felt life had rewarded them for all their effort and hard work. Both got rejected and pushed away by the ones they lived for. What would I change about them? That they could love and accept themselves as they were. That they could see themselves through the consciousness of all that is, through God's eyes. That they could give themselves everything that they had given to others. That they could forgive themselves. That they could have relaxed more and allowed themselves to really rest emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that they would stop doing and just be, of course. This was what I also had to learn. Somewhere, someone had made them believe that they were flawed in some way. And this happens to all of us. All of us at some point believe that we're broken and flawed, but we are not flawed beings. We are not broken. But yes, somewhere we believe this. And so they spend an entire lifetime trying to compensate for what they for that and trying to fix that. And don't we all do that? When we believe we're flawed and broken, we spend lifetimes fixing this lie. They, like most of us, were attached to an identity that they believed themselves to be. They tried very hard to get the world to love and accept that identity. And when that identity was rejected, they gave up. They only had to give up that identity. But only now, so they did not have to die physically. But humans, however, are only now starting to wake up to that understanding. Death is a spiritual graduation and not the end. Death is you, in a way, letting go of an identity. But we don't have to physically die. But when we hold on to an identity so long, it can actually physically kill us. Death is going into the unknown. To truly be alive, we must continuously be willing to die to what we think we know, or to who we think we are. Every time in my life that I felt like dying, some idea that I had of myself was fighting for survival. Every time I suffered, it was because I thought that I was my identity or my personality, or some version that I imagined myself to be. But to truly understand who I am, I've got to let go of these identities. And that is us stepping into the unknown. And stepping into the unknown, we've got to let go of everything that we think we know. Life truly is actually a journey of unlearning, not learning, unlearning. And these beautiful friends of mine showed me that I'm trying too hard. And that life is actually a beautiful gift to be enjoyed, and that I'm already perfect, and that I'm already whole and complete. The only thing that stands in between me and that joy is me accepting that I'm already whole and complete. And truly, when we can let go of these identities, we will start to see divinity within everybody and within everything. We will realize that we've never been alone, that we are so supported, that we are so loved. So when your heart's breaking today, and you're struggling with maybe somebody has crossed over, or everything in your life has changed, this is not the end. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of you stepping into the unknown. And when nothing is known, anything is possible. I believe that if the creator of all life looks at us, it will see infinite possibilities. And in any given moment, you get to choose. You get to choose what you want to believe. And everything is already here, but you will only see what you believe. You can only see what you believe. And this is why it's so important to clear the limiting beliefs that you have, because your world is as you believe. If you believe that the world is a generous place, you will attract many generous people and you will experience many generous people. If you believe that the world is a hard and difficult place, that is what you will experience. Whatever you are currently experiencing is showing you what you believe. In my book, A Song That's Yet Unsung, I show you step by step how to become conscious of limiting beliefs, to see what it is that you get from these beliefs, to show you how it serves you, motivates you, help you to see what your beliefs are teaching you. And once you understand the lesson in it, you can let it go. You can transcend it. You can use it as a stepping stone rather than a stone around your neck. We are truly always a song that's yet unsung. In any given moment, you are a song that's yet unsung. Anything is possible. But are you willing to let go of what you think you know and of who you think you are? Are you willing to step into the unknown? Truly, what you will find in the unknown is just more of who you are. Remember, you are so loved, you are so cherished. We are all divine. We are all divine beings, sparks of God. I am not God, but God is all of us. I hear you in the running waters. I see you in the blazing sun. I feel your essence flowing through everything and everyone. No separation. We've always just been one, just one expression, brought to life through everything and everyone. And in this moment, we're a song that's yet unsung. Shumamane, oh shumane, shumamase, oh shumamase, oh we've always just been one, just one expression, brought to life through everything and everyone. And in this moment, we're a song that's yet unsung. You decide. You decide what you're going to be today. You decide today I'm going to be joy. and the all that is energy of creation, source, the divine, God, will sing you. You decide, I am freedom, I am love, I am peace. And what you choose will be done. You ask and it is given, but you have to believe it. You have to believe it. And when we wake up to this truth, we will realize that we are already in paradise. It's not another place. It's all here right now. It's all here right now. You just can't see it because of something that you believe or some negative emotion that you're holding on to. Let go of the attachments, let go of the identity so that you can get back to the core of your essence, which is pure love. And you are an infinite divine being that is unconditionally loved and provided for. My book, A Song That's Yet Unsung, is now available on all digital platforms. The good news is this book comes with 30 songs, 30 of my songs. Like as I sang these songs I sang tonight, they're in the book. The story behind the song and the teaching of what I've learned. So you can listen to the songs, you can read the lyrics of the songs, and then there's a lot of teachings in this book. Everything that I have learned in the last 16, in fact, my entire life, I feel grateful that I can share it with you here. There's wonderful tips and techniques to really create the most beautiful, beautiful life for yourself, because that is what we are worthy and deserving of. We all deserve to have a beautiful life that feels great, a life that makes you feel fulfilled and satisfied. That is what life's supposed to be. Now remember, you don't have a life. You are life. And your question is always, what am I going to do in this next moment? What am I going to express? How am I going to create this beautiful life? Because you choose. You choose your song. And the creator of all life will sing whatever you choose. And in any given moment, you are a song that's yet unsung. Guys, I want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. I've shared all the links up here for my new book. You can also visit my website, www.nianell.com. Nianell.com, or Emit Change. Emit stands for educational, motivational, inspirational, transformational. If you feel like you need to connect, I do one-on-one sessions. I can assist you with that. Otherwise, just get the book. Let me know how it makes you feel. Get back to feeling, because feelings is the roadmap. And if you don't feel, you don't know which direction to go. And remember, when you feel good, you remember who you are. And when you feel bad, you have forgotten who you are. You are a divine being. And I am so grateful that you are here today. Because without you, I cannot experience myself. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have you ever reached a point in your life where everything you thought you knew just faded away? A moment where you stood completely naked in the face of the unknown. You know, it's terrifying, but it's also the exact moment where the magic happens. Because I've learned that when nothing is known, anything is possible. If you're searching for inspiration, clarity, and soul deep transformation, you are in the right place. So if you are new to this channel, just hit that subscribe button so that we can walk this journey together.